First Alert weather forecast.
Welcome back at 6:11, and I think at this point we're probably used to the drill about the whole, well, we have some very gusty winds sort of day if you already have your holiday decor. So I'll just kind of cut to the chase. Yeah, it's going to be windy for today, but we'll also have some intervals of clouds and some peaks of sun from time to time. But these winds this time around will be out of the south, so that is going to keep us on the milder side yet again. And when I'm saying on the milder side, we're talking temperatures that'll be about 20 degrees above average. Our average high in Eau Claire this time of year is 43 degrees. We're pretty much at that right now, and we'll be climbing through the 40s through the morning, and we've already climbed very quickly with a temperature of 42 degrees in Eau Claire and 43 in Hayward. Not too long ago, we were in the mid-30s in Eau Claire and even in the upper 20s. That's what we ended up bottoming out at, and that's pretty much on par with where we should be for our overnight lows. Mostly in the mid-20s is what we would expect midway through November. But off towards the east, it's still cold, 29 both in Oshkosh and Green Bay, but they don't quite have those winds that have picked up just yet. Most of us towards the western part of the state between 5 to 15 miles per hour, and going through the next couple of hours, these winds will continue to ramp up, sustain between 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts nearing 30, certainly not out of the question as well. But later on tonight, we have a front that'll be moving through, and that'll pass through dry, so we're not expecting any sort of precipitation out of that. It'll shift our winds mostly out of the north, but they'll remain pretty calm through the latter half of the overnight. It'll also push out some of that cloud cover and make for a very pleasant day overall for tomorrow. But right now, again, we still have some thin clouds that are in the area, especially north of I-94. So we can expect to see a few of those hanging around, especially towards the northern parts of the viewing area through the afternoon. Areas to the south may have a little bit more in the way of sunshine, but across the board, we'll have those gusty winds. Now tonight into tomorrow, as I had mentioned, a very pleasant day, but tomorrow night into Thursday, that's where winds start to return out of the south yet again as some cloud cover works its way back in. Winds ramp up, especially into Thursday afternoon, still out of the south, but as a front moves through, that's where those winds will shift out of the northwest, and that will ultimately cool us off going into Friday, and will stay a lot closer to average to take us into the start of next week. A lot of highs in the 50s and 60s for today, and tonight it is actually going to be a pretty mild night overall with our low temperatures hanging around the 40-degree mark, some places even staying in the mid-40s further towards the south. Very atypical of halfway through November. But looking ahead to the next couple of days, we keep those mild temperatures going through Thursday, and then by Friday, that's where we cool off quite a bit. We stay dry going into the start of next week, but our temperatures mostly hang out in the mid-40s, still a few degrees above average, but a lot closer to where we should be. Now for a Sunshine Award, Davey would like to nominate Nicole Cyberlick and says she has had many struggles in life and has never given up. She can always bring a smile to my face and is the best friend and sister anyone could ever ask for. I love her so much, and I wasn't able to have children, and she allowed me the privilege of being with her when she gave birth to each one of hers. I will treasure those moments for the entirety of my life. She works so hard and has a wonderful little family of her own now. Now, if you'd like to nominate someone, send us an email or head over to our website at weau.com.